Such a subjective sort of topic. Really is open to interpretation. Ashley Cole, I think he's as good a left back as there's been in certainly in the modern era when full-backs are, you know, athletes and they get up and down the pitch and they're as good offensively as they are defensively, I would say. Ashley Cole, I think he's the only one of the English players who have come out of any of the major tournaments with any real credit and his reputation enhanced. I'd probably say Rooney came into the game at such a young age, you know, obviously being a prodigious sort of talent and really quite raw, and went to Man United with a massive price tag, and you know he's not been held back by that. I think he was bought for like 28 million or something like that at the time, which was ridiculous sort of money for a teenager. But I think now, you know, the calibre of player he is, I think that money looks certainly really cheap in hindsight of players who have gone in the recent transfer windows. I mean, 28 million for Rooney now, I think if you sold him, you'd certainly sell him at a profit. And he's just a fantastic player. I think he leads by example, and he plays with his heart on his sleeve, and he's certainly someone I'd pay money to watch in a football match. You know, Javi, top player. I mean, you know, certainly for me, I'll sort of watch him and, you know, drool over some of the things he does sometimes. He is the master manipulator of the ball, and I think he's the catalyst for that Barcelona side. You know, people are talking about it being the greatest club side of all time, and I think Javi being the fulcrum of everything good that Barcelona do, and you know, he's certainly a player that I've got a lot of time for and admire really. At 2 I'm going to go for Cristiano Ronaldo. Probably in any other generation, you know, he'd probably be the best player around. He has everything, you know. He's 6'2", he's great in the air, he's good with both feet. I mean, you know, he scores from set plays, he scores from long distance, close range, you know, you name it, he can do it. You know, fantastic pace, fantastic athlete, never misses a game. As I say, you know, probably in any other generation he'd be the best player. That honour has to go to Lionel Messi. You know, he's certainly as good as I've seen, and you know, he's probably one of the few players that could play probably in any team at any time in the history of the game. He is truly that good. I think it's a little bit too early to say he's going to be better than Maradona, who in my opinion was the greatest ever to play the game. But you know, watching him and you know his achievements this season, I think he scored 70 odd goals. You know, countless amount of hat tricks, and you know, 5 goals I think in one Champions League game. So you know, as I say, it's a little bit early to say he's the best player of all time, but I think he's, you know, well on his way to doing that. Such a great player to watch, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what he does over the next few years.